Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Az8585. I'm feeling better. Today I'm bringing you Ferrari F40 tuning. S Class had a bit of a nightmare at the start. The guy in the Porsche braked very, very early, so I had a nightmare first corner. It could have been worse. I could have been facing the wrong way. But this Lamborghini Aventador there is trying to make it happen. I clipped the grass like a noob, and then the Ferrari 360 Medina, I think it was, or the race one, whatever that is, the Stradale thing, hit me. So stone last. Let's see what I can do from 9th place. Today obviously we are on Lime Rock yet again. I did do a race prior to this, but there was only 3 people in the lobby, and obviously you know what happened. I started first and I just left the pack for dead. So it was a boring race and I didn't really want to put that out on YouTube unless I'm doing a bit of a natter video. Straight up the inside of him there into 7th place because somebody ran wide as well. This is the Ferrari that nudged me just to make me face the wrong way whilst I was on the grass. No grudges against him, you know, he couldn't really do anything and it wasn't on purpose, so I'm not angry at him. So the tune that I'm rocking today, like I say, is the Ferrari F40. It's fantastic. This one is brilliant. One of you guys did ask me to do this tune, so thank you for asking me, because this car is a godlike. It's a godsend. Straight up the inside, as you can see there, tons of grip and tons of stability on the brakes. This tune is more centered around me and how I ride and how I race and things like that. So if you race similar to me, like you like the back end pointing, you know, trying to guide you around the corner, this tune will be perfect for you. And in all honesty, I think you might be able to run top 1,000 leaderboard times with this easily. It's a brilliant little tune. A bit of deja vu here, straight back behind these two. You know, I had a bit of a nightmare there. I was thinking, do I go into first? No, and I kept it into second. But yeah, we're in 6th place now. First, he's nearly 1,300 feet away, so he's quite a distance away. And it was the guy in the Lamborghini. He's the one who managed to get away and pull a gap on, you know, the remaining people in front of me. So, and I think, you know, deja vu again. Lightning, as they say, never strikes twice, but in this case it did. So now I'm on this Mini, straight up the inside there, giving him a bit of a nudge, letting him know I'm there. The power of that Mini just fires straight past me, but I've got tons of brakes, tons and tons of braking power, so straight up the inside of him. This Porsche, there's only one thing I'm thinking here: straight up the inside. Straight up the inside, held my line, perfect corner, right. Let the chase begin. Let's see if I can catch him up. 2 laps remaining. Let's see if I can do this. Whilst that plays out, what I'm going to do is I'll talk to you about this tune. It's not the fastest down the straight, don't get me wrong. Okay, it's brilliant in corners and it's brilliant on the brakes. And I think the majority of a racetrack, believe it or not, is corners and braking. So if you do the maths and put 2 and 2 together, a car that's good on the brakes and cornering will win around a track. Okay, but if you go on a track like Le Mans, that's more of a speed track. It won't do very well around there, if I'm honest. It just won't, because like I say, it's a track car. This one, I've tuned it to be grippy and very, very stable for you guys out there. So a lot of you guys can straight away use this car and be very, very competitive, and I think that's what's key about my tunes. You can be very competitive on the majority of tracks with my tunes. Okay, lap 4 done, lap 5 is now starting. Okay, let's see if I can catch him. He's there, he's in touching distance. Come on, Azar 8585, don't make any silly mistakes like he did on lap 1. We all make mistakes. Sometimes it costs us more than it does, but I was lucky to be back where I am now, and I'm chasing, and I'm really concentrating. So I'm going to talk to you a bit about tuning. I'm going to touch on it today, and then maybe later on in the week, well, early next week, I'll say, I'll go into a bit more depth about the common faults of tuning and things like that, because a lot of you guys that follow me and subscribe to me don't tune your own cars. Bless you, you all use mine, which I can't thank you enough for, because the support that you give is fantastic. You can always put your own little change on it as well, you see, so that's all good news. As long as you keep me in the loop of what you're doing, I like to know what you're doing. Look at this. That is my best overtake in my whole life. I've come from absolutely nowhere, around the outside. Whatever you do, boys, just go back and watch that overtake. It's brilliant. That's the reason why I'm doing this video. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And if like I did on the last Forza, I'll do an overtake compilation of all the best ones that I think are my best overtakes, and I'll put that one straight at the top because that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But like I said, I'm going to touch on tuning now. So things like understeer. If your car's understeering, what I'd focus on first is your anti-roll bars on the front. Have a look. Say if they're at £29 or whatever the other one is. Say if it's 3/4 of the way up the bar, lower it. Okay, if that still doesn't work, don't touch the rear. If you're still understeering and you've lowered it quite significantly, what I want you to do is don't touch the rear. Do not touch the rear. I want you to literally go all the way to 1. So put the bar all the way down. See if it still understeers. If it still understeers, it's not the anti-roll bars. It's something else. Okay. It's not the anti-roll bars if that's the case, because you're using the extreme. Okay, if that makes sense to you. If this doesn't make sense, let me know, and obviously, like I said, I will do a video on it. But basically, if it's understeering in corners, like throughout the corners and mid-corner, okay, you might have the front suspensions might be a bit too soft. The front bump might be a bit too soft. You know, it's little things like that. And if the car's very stable in the corner but it still understeers, it might be something like reducing the anti-roll bars or reducing the springs, increase the front rebound, reduce front bump, and increase the front camber and decrease the front ride height. So little things like that you've got to take into consideration when tuning a vehicle. Okay, it's not literally just put some numbers together and blah 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 blah, see what you come out with. It's you need to know what does what, if that makes sense. So I am going to do a video soon on what does what, so you know exactly how to tackle these obstacles of understeer, oversteer, lift off oversteer, etc etc, to make you guys better tuners. As usual, boys and girls, on the background there, what we've got playing is the tune. I'm going to shut up now. It's been your boy as 8585. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Tell me what's brought you to me. And other than that, boys and girls, stay tuned for now.